Hey guys, it's Neha. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to make these 5-minute microwavable cake pops. They're so fun to make and they taste absolutely delicious. They're great for parties and all kids love them. And there's no need to make a big cake for these cake pops because we're going to make a microwavable cake. Now let's get to the recipe. In a bowl, add 2/3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and mix all of them together. So these are just the dry ingredients. Melt 60 grams of butter and pour it into the bowl. Add 5 tablespoons of white sugar, which is about 60 grams of white sugar. Pour in 1/2 cup of milk. So those were all the wet ingredients. Now mix them all together. I will link all the ingredients down in the description box so you can easily access them. Once all the wet ingredients are mixed, now it's time to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. I'm going to do this in 2 batches so it's easier for me to mix it. And in goes my second batch. With this batter, I'm going to make 2 cakes, 1 vanilla and 1 chocolate. You can choose to do this or you can just make a vanilla cake. I'm going to pour half of the batter into the mug and I'm going to microwave it for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. The microwave time can be different depending on different microwaves, so it might take you longer or shorter. So now I'm going to prepare the chocolate batter. So I'm going to add 1 1/3 teaspoon of cocoa powder and 3 tablespoons of milk. So I took half of the batter to make the chocolate batter. Mix it all together until it's nice and chocolatey. So now you can pour this remaining batter into a single cup and I'm going to microwave it again for 1 minute 30 seconds. And once again, all timing can be different, so your microwave can take longer or shorter. So here we have our chocolate and vanilla mug cakes. They look so good. So you have to cool them for 10 minutes. And now I'm going to take the vanilla one and I'm going to scoop it into the bowl. So now I'm just going to break it apart with my hands. So be careful with this, don't burn yourself. And if you need to cool it a bit longer, you can do that. So now I'm just going to roll this cake into a bowl. So my microwavable cake turned out to be really moist, so I didn't need to add any frosting because I could easily roll it into a ball. But if you would like, and to enhance the taste, you can add 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of frosting. So for the white one, so for the vanilla one, you can add marshmallow fluff or any type of cookie butter. And for the chocolate one, you can add Nutella or nut butter or any type of frosting that you would like. And just roll it into a bowl. So it would just taste better, but this way also works. So now it's time to do the same thing for the chocolate mug cake. So I got more of the chocolate cake because I had more batter. But if you do have more batter, you can transfer it into little cups and microwave it for about 45 seconds or 1 minute. So now you can crumble the cooked cake apart and you can roll it with your hands into balls. So if you want to add any frosting, now it's the time to add some Nutella or chocolate frosting. While we're doing this, I'm also going to melt some chocolate chips with some coconut oil in a cup. You would want to microwave this for about 20 seconds and then just keep stirring it because the heat will melt the other chocolate. And do not microwave it too long because it will have this weird texture. And the reason why we add the coconut oil is that the chocolate hardens faster and is a bit thicker. So here we have the melted chocolate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip the cake pop sticks into the melted chocolate and I'm just going to poke it into the cake pops. If you have white chocolate chips, then you can add the stick to the white chocolate chips and then you can poke it into the vanilla ones and then the chocolate to the chocolate ones. To ensure the cake bowl stays secure on the stick, dip each stick in the melted chocolate and then stick it in the center of the cake bowl. Now that we've poked every stick into the cake pop, you have to freeze this for about 10 minutes so the cake stays on the cake pop stick. So now you can dip the cake bowl into the coating until it's completely covered. I'm just using melted dark chocolate over here with the coconut oil, and you can just tap the excess out very, very gently. And you just have to hold it for about a few seconds until it thickens and hardens because you don't want to place it on the parchment paper when it's wet. If you want to add sprinkles to make it more colorful, then you have to do it directly after dipping it so it doesn't harden, so it actually sticks to the chocolate. Look at how good this cake pop looks, and it was so easy to make. And let me just tell you, they taste so good. I personally like the cake pops with the sprinkles on top because it adds a little crunch to the cake pops. It will only take a minute to cool down, so you can eat it after a few minutes. And you can store these cake pops in the refrigerator for up to a week. The reason why I love this recipe is because it's the perfect way to make them when you don't have any leftover cake to work with. And with this recipe, there's no need to make a whole big cake just to create leftovers. Instead, you can quickly make the mug cakes in the microwave and use them to make the cake pops. This cake pop recipe makes about 15 to 20 cake pops, depending on the size of your balls. So now I'm going to show you the inside of the cake pop. Look at this moist cake. It's so delicious. You can also use different type of colors on the top and just have a fun way to create these cake pops. And look at this one. The vanilla one is so delicious too. If you guys do end up trying this recipe, comment down below and I would love to know how it turned out. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click on the bell down below to receive notifications every time I post a new video, and I post every single week. Bye!